Metroid Prime Federation Force is a game that was first shown by Nintendo during E3 of 2015. A mass of quote-unquote fans of the series were hoping for a new Metroid game, either a return to the 2D side-scrolling titles or sequels to the Metroid Prime franchise. What was revealed was widely considered to be far less than what was expected, and there was a huge wave of consumer backlash. The most common complaints about what's been seen of Metroid Prime Federation Force / Blast Ball is that it looks too childish, it isn't suited for multiplayer, especially co-op, and that it isn't a Metroid game. Criticism towards this game because it doesn't look like a Metroid game is an unfair argument. The same thing has been said about Wind Waker, and now is widely considered to be the best 3D Zelda game to date. Though Metroid Prime Federation Force is reaching for a more cartoon or chibi art style, this doesn't mean that it won't be a good game, or one that gives you an ominous or suspenseful feeling like other Metroid games have. There are many games that are creepy or can outright scare you that use a more childish art style. Among the Sleep for PC is an example. The argument that makes the most sense is that this game may not be suited to multiplayer. Metroid has typically been a one-player experience, in part to make the player feel desolate and alone. However, Metroid games in the past have had multiplayer versus modes, and they've all worked very well. Who's to say that Nintendo can't make this work? They've even made a Zelda Dynasty Warriors crossover, and people loved it. Lastly, the argument that it isn't a Metroid game is a completely invalid argument unless you're on the development team. The game designers and developers decide what a game or series is. Metroid could become a series of chocolate rainbows and raining jelly beans if they wanted it to. Diverting from arguments and moving on to backlash and the negative reception of the game, we should first view the YouTube video of the reveal trailer. As of June 27th, there are over 67,000 dislikes on the video to a minuscule 7,000 likes. A vast majority of people clearly don't like the concept of this game, so much so that a petition on change.org has been made to cancel the game's development. And as of the same day, it is 20,665 out of 25,000 signings away from reaching the goal. This is where the line gets crossed. It's fine for you or anyone else to not like something. Just because a company makes something doesn't mean you're obligated to purchase it. You as a consumer have choice in what you purchase. The common saying "you vote with your dollar" applies very heavily here. If you don't want to support the game, don't buy it. Attempting to demolish the hard work of hundreds to thousands of people just because you're not happy with the way a game looks, which by the way, none of you have played yet, is an atrocious thing to do. They won't start developing a new, better Metroid if you cancel this one. If anything, they'll think most people just don't want to play Metroid anymore. But in the end, I'm just one person with one opinion. You'll all do what you want to do, but I don't think you should take away a potentially great thing from other people just because it isn't what you wanted.